Justice Adeniyi of the Federal Capital Territory High Court in Abuja has ordered the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission to unconditionally release the former CBN governor. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 news. At number 1, Justice A.O. Adeniyi of the Federal Capital Territory High Court in Abuja has issued an order instructing the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) to unconditionally release the former governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, from detention. Alternatively, the EFCC has been directed to produce him in court. This decision comes in response to motion ex parte along with an accompanying affidavit filed by Dr. Okante Emefiele on October 31st. The motion requested the court to issue an immediate and unconditional release order for the embattled former CBN chief. At number 2, the National Agency for Food and Drugs Administration and Control (NAFDAC) has issued a public alert regarding the recalled G4 brand energy drinks by T&E Imports and GPAE Trading Corporation. The agency alerted the public that these energy drinks contain high levels of caffeine. NAFDAC was informed about the recall by the Netherlands Food and Consumer Product Safety Authority and the Canadian Food Inspection Agency. Consumption of products with high caffeine levels can lead to side effects such as headaches, insomnia, irritability, and nervousness. NAFDAC is urging consumers to avoid these recall products for their safety. At number 3, Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma has accused Joe Ajaero, the president of the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC), of blending politics with union activities. Uzodinma's remarks followed Ajaero's recent detention by police authorities in Imo State. He was apprehended by heavily armed police officers at the Imo Council Secretariat of the NLC in Owerri. Ajaero's arrest sparked widespread condemnation, with labor organizations accusing the police of brutality and unlawful detention. In response, the Imo State Police Command states that they took him into protective custody for safety reasons. Governor Uzodinma denied any involvement in the arrest, asserting that he had previously intervened to reinstate suspended NLC leaders in the state who were replaced by caretaker committee. At number 4, meanwhile, the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria (PENGASSAN) and the National Union of Food, Beverage and Tobacco Employees (NUFTI) have instructed their members nationwide to prepare for a potential strike following the attack and brutalization of Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) President Joe Ajaero and other labor leaders in Owerri, Imo State. NLC and TUC leaders are scheduled to meet next week to determine their response to the incident. The union also urged civil society organizations, trade unions, and citizens to stand in solidarity with NLC and Comrade Joe Ajaero and reject any attempt to suppress the voices advocating for workers' rights and social justice. At number 5, the Supreme Court has fixed January 26, 2024 for judgment in the appeal by a former member of the House of Representatives, Farouk Lawan, who is presently in jail. A 5-member panel led by Justice John Okoro chose the date after lawyers to parties made their final submissions and adopted their written briefs. Lawan's appeal is seeking to set aside the February 24, 2022 judgment of the Court of Appeal in Abuja, which sentenced him to a 5-year jail term and discharged him on 2 out of the 3 counts on the corruption charge brought against him by the federal government. At number 6, human rights lawyer Femi Falana has expressed concerns that the Independent National Electoral Commission may face additional challenges in conducting credible elections due to the appointment of members of political parties as resident electoral officers. Falana's remark come after the Senate confirmed several newly appointed INEC resident electoral commissions, some of whom have been accused of having political affiliations. Various civil society organizations and Nigerians criticized these appointments and urged the Senate not to confirm them, all to no avail. At number 7, the Joint Task Force Operation Delta Safe (OPDS) has apprehended the MV Mother Mary, a vessel found carrying 300,000 liters of illegally refined automotive gas oil in Rivers State. The vessel was captured at the Federal Ocean Terminal in One, Eleme Council area on the Boni River. Commodore John Siyambade, the component commander of OPDS, represented OPDS Commander Rear Admin Olusegun Ferreira, made this known during a press briefing in Port Harcourt. The seizure took place on October 29, 2023. This is the latest operation by OPDS, which had previously impounded 2 other vessels, MV Cecilia and MV Informa, involved in illicit activities. At number 8, more than 8,000 women, including professional athletes and dedicated runners, are gearing up for the 8th annual Lagos Women Run set to take place on November 11, 2023. The event, organized by Itayo Popola, has already attracted over 8,000 registered participants, with more than 300 professional athletes, 10 running clubs and local elite athletes set to compete. This year's run will emphasize women's empowerment and skill development, offering participants opportunities to enhance their trades and businesses. Supported by Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the event will feature increased cash prizes for the winners, including 1.5 million naira for the open category champion and 500,000 naira for the veteran category winner. At number 9, Rwanda President Paul Kagame has declared the removal of visa restrictions for all African citizens wishing to visit Rwanda. This decision places Rwanda as the 4th African nation to offer visa-free access to travelers from across the continent, joining a growing trend towards facilitating easier movement within Africa. President Kagame underlined the vast potential of Africa as a unified tourism destination and emphasized the importance of free movement and tourism across the continent. At number 10, a Manhattan federal jury has found Sam Bankman-Fried guilty of orchestrating a $10 billion fraud scheme. Bakman-Fried was convicted on all 7 fraud and conspiracy charges related to his plan to divert funds from users of his FTX exchange to settle debt at his failing hedge fund, Alameda Research, and acquire high-end real estate. The 31-year-old billionaire, once hailed as the king of crypto, now faces the prospect of a 110-year prison sentence, with his sentencing scheduled for March 28. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.